we see Trick Melo, who's the other team in there. That's what they're calling themselves. You know, they about it. Trick Melo's eliminated first. Showed absolutely
It was
nothing.
my fucking pick. It was my fucking pick. That's what I get. That's what I get.
We can give this guy a chance.
Yeah.
He's not as ugly as he looks.
Yes, he is. You know what? I'll let's fucking do it. Let's do it.
Well, we're a costume for Halloween.
Yeah.
Havoc. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool. Guys, send us super chats because I can't afford a costume this year.
What is up, everyone? It is October 12th, 2021. I am Romeo. This is Chris G. This is NX3. Bear with us, that old intro. The beat goes hard, but the visuals will take some upgrading. Relax, we're working on it.
Halloween Havoc, I promise. By Halloween Havoc.
I think there's gonna be a lot more changes after Halloween Havoc. So we gotta let those happen first. We're gonna be talking NXT 2.0, the October 12th edition. I said I am Romeo. This is the marijuana enthusiast Chris G. How are you doing, good brother?
Oh, I'm high, and I'd like to thank Mary Jane for getting me through this episode.
We don't know where the three-time baby making champion Ness is, especially after such a main event that I'm sure he would be looking forward to. I know it didn't put him to sleep. Come on.
I mean, he might be making another baby. Who knows?
Or he might be doing that. We don't know. He will hop in if he can. If not, myself and Chris will take you along the way. What is up, chat? What is up, everyone watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter? Definitely, we appreciate you joining us here for NXT. Even if you didn't watch, just listen to us talk about it and review it, and let us know what you think just from that alone. We will be entertaining, as we always are, the greatest NXT review out there on the webs. What is up, everyone in the chat? Frantic World, thank you for joining us. Slam and Sammy, Bearcat Joe. So you all doing all WWE shows solo now? I was listening to bass drops. Did I miss anything good? We're gonna get into everything, Bearcat Joe. Okay, Chris is here. Awesome, good. You don't have to leave. If it's not just me, you don't have to leave. How was NXT 2.0 tonight? A little good, a lot of bad. That's the short version for me. What about you, Chris?
Nah, sounds about right.
And SP3, as always, everyone watching, hey, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. We accept super chats. They are always welcome. Guaranteed way to get your comment on the screen. And check out our Patreon if you want to support us even further. TrueHeelHeat.com. Patreon.com/TrueHeelHeat. Let's get into this NXT. We will start from footage from earlier in the day, which showed Isiah, Swerve Scott, B-Fab, and Top Dollar wondering where Shanti the Adonis was. In the parking lot, of course, the most dangerous place on earth, the NXT parking lot. All of a sudden, an SUV pulled up. Out emerged Legado del Fantasma. Legado attacked Hit Row. Hit Row were overwhelmed. B-Fab and Top Dollar thrown in the back of the SUV. Legado drove off, leaving Isiah Scott all by himself. I know Ness wanted to say something about this. I know Ness. I know he wanted me to upload this picture of Top Dollar. You know, he's got one dude on his back and the other dude he's carrying, and he takes care of them very easily. But for some reason, today, he was a little slow, and he got thrown into the back of an SUV by two very smaller guys.
The cartel strikes again, man. What can you say? Welcome. The parking lot for NXT is like Red Dead Redemption. It's like the Wild Wild West.
It is the Wild Wild West.
You can fucking get away with almost anything, and then run away and come back next weekend when you got no stars, and you could do the same shit. So yeah, starting off with a bang.
Swerve was very pissed backstage. He said he's still taking his North American title to SmackDown. He showed great intensity in this backstage promo. You know, the one member of the Hit Row that I absolutely believe is just ready for the main roster. He's been ready for a while, in ring, on the mic. He's got it all. The rest of Hit Row still got some seasoning to do.
The crazy part about that is that when we first found out that Hit Row was gonna be drafted by SmackDown, I was like, damn, really? Like, are they ready with Swerve included? And then you get to see Swerve by himself today, and then he cuts that promo, and it kind of reminded you, like, damn, like Swerve is ready. So at least they got that going for them.
And let's just skip ahead to the main event, which was Swerve versus Escobar for the North American title. Legado interfere, of course. They didn't keep to their word that they were going to stay backstage. If you've been following Legado del Fantasma on NXT, even NXT 1.0, you knew
They
these
do
guys
this
never.
every time. Every time they do this. It's like, oh, what a surprise. They came back out.
Melo and Trick make the save because, you know, Hit Row is abducted. And Swerve wins with his finisher. And, you know, he's celebrating with Melo and Trick until Melo just takes one look at him and just knocks him down. And Melo cashes in his breakout tournament contract. We got the match between those two, a little bit of back and forth. But Hayes eventually, with the leg drop off the top rope, and new North American champion. When he shoots, he don't miss. What do you think about this ending? The swerve of an ending. You see what I did there?
I knew it was coming. One of us was going to drop the pun. I actually enjoyed it because the match was good, but it's something different, I guess, right? It feels like a Money in the Bank cash in, like, you know, a NXT version of it, whatever. But at the same time, I could get behind Carmelo Hayes as North American champion, and I could see Santos still chasing that, and them putting on good matches, and then, you know, it's a good way to write off Hit Row too. At the same time, they got abducted, and we'll never see them on NXT again. Never heard of them.
I was swerved twice here because when Melo and Trick came out, I thought, Melo will cash in next week, and they'll do it next week. They'll tease that all Swerve is still going, and then they'll do the match next week. But no, they did it right here. They did it right here tonight.
I had a feeling they were going to do that.
Isiah Swerve Scott, thank you, Swerve, for a good NXT run. What do you think his prospects are on SmackDown? Just him alone. Forget Hit Row.
I mean, I think right now he needs Hit Row to kind of feel and make him more important, to establish him on SmackDown first, and then from there we'll see. I think, yeah, I think he'll be solid in the mid card, you know. And so you never know, he could break out. He has potential. He's still young, but he definitely got mid card to upper mid card potential as of now.
Slam and Sammy, I thought for the last couple of years that Swerve would make a great Impact champion. I'm happily surprised that WWE is actually using him. They don't have a good track record with cruiserweights.
I agree with that. But he's tall. You could pass him off as a non-cruiserweight. He's like 6'1". He's just lanky and skinny.
And here he is, the three-time baby making champion. This is Ness. What is up, brother?
Speaking of tall,
Ness, how you doing, brother?
Doing mighty fine, good brother. Chris G, what's going on?
Nah, man, we thought you were either putting the baby to sleep or making another one. It was one or the other. It had to be one or the other.
You're in the ballpark.
Ness, we were just talking about the abduction, you know, and then the lead up to the match, and then the main event, the cash in. What are your thoughts on all of that?
I'll tell you one thing. So we'll start from the abduction. So yes, the most dangerous place in NXT, the parking lot. A lot of people, a lot of shit goes down in that parking lot. A lot of stuff. So speaking of which, I'm going to start here. Top dollar, top dollar, top dollar. This guy has been presented as a badass, despite how green he is. Doesn't matter. You know what this guy has done? You know what he's done so far in his premature wrestling career?
Absolute nada.
Not nada.
That caught me off guard. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. But just gotta say this: this guy at one point had two guys up for a fallaway slam and a Samoan drop. Do you have that on deck? The screenshot for that? This right here. So you mean to tell me the guy that did this man right here, that looks pretty fucking dangerous. He wasn't able to fend off little ass Joaquin Wild and fucking Raul Mendoza, but he could do shit like that. Okay. I'll go along with that, so to speak. I'll believe that shit. I don't believe it, but whatever. And then, you got B-Fab, who's clearly doesn't know what the fuck she's doing in the ring. So I understand her getting choked out and abducted. That's all right. That makes sense. I'm that no argument there for me, because she can't even handle herself in the ring. So I definitely don't see her handling herself in a fucking street fight outside of the ring. But then you got Swerve, you got the Beats headphones on, which clearly you want to buy some Beats headphones because you can't hear shit other than what you're listening to in the Beats headphones. That's what they're there for. But yeah, other than that, main event. That was the main event. But great match. It was a great match between the two. I'm never gonna talk down about Swerve versus Santos Escobar. Those guys got great chemistry. Like I said, we've seen it from Lucha Underground to like now in NXT. I want to say, hopefully, going forward on the main roster, whenever or if ever Santos is called up. But I don't even know how Hit Row is going to fare on the main roster. So I might not even want to ask for that right now. But these guys definitely got great chemistry. Clearly, Santos, we already knew he was winning regardless. So, yeah, I just hope he has a decent reign and it's like not taken for granted. But yeah, it's always these guys always have great matches. So that was, we like we said, we knew it was coming. But yeah, top dollar. Hopefully now you stop talking all that shit on the internet because you look pretty fucking stupid here. But,
what about the cash in of Carmelo Hayes?
Not even gonna lie, I'm highly, highly grateful because I thought this stupid motherfucker was going to try to go after the tag titles with this jackass Trick Williams. So, yeah, like I'm really, really grateful that it didn't go that way because that's another person who's been getting too much airtime. This Trick Williams idiot, and they swerved me. Ironically, they swerved me. They
doing that fun 3 times on this show.
Yeah,
it's just the sync. We're in sync.
Yeah, guys, I didn't see that. I didn't see them say that whatsoever. So it's funny. That's I yeah. So it's great that they didn't go that route because that I didn't like that pairing. I mean, they're together regardless, but I definitely didn't like that pairing. I didn't think it was a good idea to put him with him. I still don't think it is, but at least they're both not champions. I can deal with Carmelo Hayes, but other than that, it makes sense. I'm good with that. So that's That's good. No Carmelo, Trick Mello. It's just Carmelo.
Get the
I
fuck
can
out of
deal
here,
with
Trick
that.
Mello.
Yeah, no Trick Mello. Fuck that shit.
Who
It could
wants
be
to
the
see more Trick Mello? Fuck
no,
you.
nobody does.
Nobody.
Nobody wants that shit at all. And thank you for listening to our cries for over the past couple of weeks because man, that has not been good. But we can deal with this though.
SP3 Ness using his CP time card early. Now you got to be on time for Saturday. That's right. You got to be on time for
Yes,
Saturday.
I'll be the first one. I'll be waiting in the wings.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? We're talking about True Heel Heat 146 Saturday morning. Ness and SP3 will be doing a fantasy draft with the guys from the Nubian Wrestling Advocate podcast, NWA podcast. Definitely check that out. All right. I didn't watch NXT, but I do like the Rascals. Keep the titles on them. Who?
I wish.
Do you mean
They're
the
gonna
marijuana smoking kids?
They got something against them. They're trying to keep. They're like they defend their titles the most out of everybody. So like they're definitely trying to get rid of them.
We don't want
Like,
these
win
little
some-
fucking potheads running around. God damn it. Put some Visine in your eyes.
Let's get into the rest of NXT. NXT started with Joe Gacy representing all his snowflakes versus. Those are his words. Those are his words.
Dude, I'm not even
making
lie.
that up.
When he said that, I was like, "Holy shit!" They're really trying to push this whole narrative, and it's hilarious.
Talk about it, Naz. Talk about it.
It's. I don't even know what to say, honestly, because it's hilarious. Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, "Call it snowflakes." What the fuck?
I
But-
like Joe Gacy's delivery, his presentation, but the content of what he's speaking about, it's like, what? What are we talking about here? And to me, it's just not hitting. Chris?
Yeah, that's because they're
Ness?
my bad. Yeah, that's because they're trying to make fun of social justice warriors. Blah blah blah. You know, we're all inclusive. Everybody can. You know, this is the safe space and shit like that, which is hilarious. But at the end of the day, there is a niche audience that's probably writing all types of letters to Stanford, like, "Oh, you guys are fucking offensive." So you know, everybody's offended in 2021. So, you know, they're trying to fucking take Dave Chappelle's stand-up off Netflix, which they're not going to do that whatsoever. So I can see
I can't wait to watch that.
Oh yeah, I know they can.
There's a difference when Dave Chappelle says it versus Joe Gacy.
Oh yeah. Joe Gacy's no Dave Chappelle. No, don't get me wrong.
Imagine Joe Gacy just sitting in the middle of the ring cutting ass on the LG. I'm not even going to try to do it. But the community.
You'll get canceled if you try to say it in botch.
Yeah.
Gacy versus Tommaso Ciampa. And Gunnar Harland is in the crowd. He's watching. And they couldn't wait to tell you that Kevin Durant is a fan of his, just like they couldn't wait to brag about it on social media last week. Gacy tries some kind of springboard off the ropes, gets drop kicked right in the fucking face. Favorite fairy tale end for the win in 10:47 for Ciampa. Gunnar attacks Ciampa after, then grabs Gacy by the throat, and Gacy just caresses his face. And then Gunnar just runs for some reason, runs completely out of the shot. Very uncomfortable. What was going on here? Then Gacy tends to Ciampa, and then Ciampa just throws his ass down. now, I know one of you or both of you said you wouldn't be surprised if Gunnar turned into the heavy for Gacy, but did you ever see it happening this way?
It's like, you know, when it's like a big angry dog doesn't know somebody, and you know they start going off barking, growling and shit, and then like the owner has to go over there and pet it to calm it down. That's what's going on here. Oh god, that's
Chris?
fucking weird.
Why did he caress his fucking face like that? What are you, a Eskimo mother? She's like, calm down, my child. And then when he ran off like that, like he was Forrest Gump, I was like, damn.
Yo, he
But
booked it.
I see like the the whole promo, he got me at Snowflake. But it's a good way to get heat. And then if you got a heavy like Gunnar Harlan, which I think it's eventually gonna lead to, then yeah, it's worth it. It's
I
just
think it
good.
could
I
add
think
to
it's
the
good.
act. It could add to the act, especially if we're gonna get this fucking creepy like this. He's already creepy as it is.
He was a fucking inch away from his eye.
More Ciampa later on, interrupted by grizzled young veterans who can't wait to see Ciampa lose to a rookie. Braun Breaker comes out, ready to snort coke and beat someone up. Braun wants to beat Ciampa at his best, so he's on his side until Halloween Havoc. Oh, can it be? Can it be? Another can they coexist storyline? Oh, in WWE, another one.
Didn't I just fucking see this like literally 24 hours ago?
Again and again and again. It's like missionary position over and over, the same fucking thing.
The NXT does to me every week.
Yeah.
Frantic World says pause at that picture. Simon Sammy says that's heavy.
That's heavy.
All right, let's get fucking toxic. It's the
Cool.
squirt business, baby. They're here.
Business is booming.
Business is booming. Mandy Rose looking great. Oh, Jane and Gigi, they challenge for the tag titles at Halloween Havoc. Mandy challenges Raquel also at Halloween Havoc and says no matter what hair color she has, she's still the baddest bitch in the game. Which is a crazy thing to say when you don't really win that many matches. But hey, bad has multiple meanings. Bad has multiple meanings.
She beats Ember Moon, and it's just like nothing else ever happened before. But I actually like this. I like this promo more so just because she felt like a serious threat, and I like that. You know, they sent her back to NXT. They revamping her image and everything like that, putting her with Toxic Attraction. So I like that. I like this promo from her. I felt the seriousness behind it. So new NXT. We're probably going to get new NXT champion at that point, or women's champion, possibly tag team women's champions as well.
That's right. Raquel challenged Mandy to spin the wheel and make a deal. And remember this from last Halloween Havoc. So I'm guessing it's going to be some random stipulation match where Mandy can win and Raquel doesn't really lose anything because it's like a cheap win or something. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I could see something like that. I'm interested to see what type of fucking special match that they're gonna have.
Well, let's just look at this wheel for it. How about a buried alive match? I guess bury Raquel alive. She won't lose anything. She'll die, but she won't lose anything.
A Devil's Playground match.
Ooh. Maybe there's a squirt match somewhere in that wheel. I don't know. We don't have the complete wheel. We don't see the bottom of it. Maybe there's a squirt stipulation somewhere in the bottom. Who knows? Maybe that's Shotzi's choice. Hey, I don't know.
Hey.
We miss you, Shotzi. We miss you. We know things are rough on the main roster.
Oh my god!
If you want to come host Halloween Havoc again, come on down. Do it again. You did great last year.
That'll be the most she's done since she got called up.
I mean, beats the tag team champions plenty of times. Never gets a title shot. And then those tag teams, that tag team title, they dropped the titles to someone else. Amazing.
And then the tag team got split up. Oh boy, you can't make this shit up.
Forgot that part. Man, oh man, who booked this shit? Bruce, the fuck are you doing, Bruce? A Halloween Havoc vignette. Someone is burying the past to start again. And my first thought was, oh, fuck, Ember Moon again? Jesus. But no, everybody and their mama is speculating Elias coming back to NXT. But what? Elias is dead. Did no one get the memo that he died? What are we doing? Do you guys have? What did you guys think of this little vignette?
I At first I thought Ember Moon as well, but then again I thought Elias, and what better way to bring back a dead guy than at Halloween Havoc?
Yo, for
Maybe
real.
he's a zombie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
you know,
zombies.
they have seances everywhere else. They could have one in fucking WWE for a change. Why not? I thought it was Ember at first, but Elias is an interesting choice.
There you go, Anthony Manzano. We just answered your question. What do you think, Anthony? What do you think? Frantic World. Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction are looking good. You're damn right. Slam and Sammy, I forget that Darby's ex-wife is in NXT. I'll never forget that tampon spot she did in the Indies.
Oh my god, that shit was wild.
Don't tell Vince and Bruce that. Jeez.
She did what? We need that one a week now, pal.
Can she do it again? Zion Quinn versus Malik Blade. Squash in 245. That elbow he did at the end felt very Roman Reigns Superman punch like. Not a bad guy to emulate. Spine Buster's nice. He got plenty of air. Although Malik helped with that. I have nothing else to say about this.
I think the spine buster should have been his finisher, because that stupid fucking running forearm, whatever the hell it was, that was not it. That's nah. For me personally, the spine buster looked legit, so I was like, shit. All right, cool. That's a decent finisher. Then he started going into the haka. I'm sorry, the haka, and doing the elbow thing, and then doing the running elbow strike. That doesn't come off like a finisher. Like Roman has the Superman push. That's not his finisher, but it's a nice signature move, but
yeah,
not a finisher. So I'm not really feeling that. But other than that, dude seems kind of legit.
He's got the look.
Definitely.
I started hearing some Weekend, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, oh, it's the theme song to Crown Jewel, of course. Which reminds me of our Crown Jewel watch along Thursday, October 21st, right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, 12 p.m. Eastern, midday wrestling. Wow. What's better than that? Hey, it'll be me and it'll be SP3. He better not find a way to get out of it. SP3, join the Crown Jewel watch along. I know you're watching. Don't come up with no excuse. Oh, I got something to do. Nope. You and me, we're stuck, pal.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yes.
If there was any Crown Jewel to watch, like I'll be at work, I honestly might go out of my way to watch this once I get home, or
kind of
that
stack the
weekend.
card.
This actually looks like a legit show. Honestly, there's no greatest Royal Rumble so far, to my knowledge, but they might throw that in there at the last second.
Maybe it's Karrion Kross.
Nah, ain't no coming back from the dead for that.
Oh, I think he got drafted. No,
yeah,
he got drafted to Raw. Yeah, now he ain't going back.
Anthony Manzano, if you don't mind, you can rewind it. We discussed that earlier. Moving on. Did I say that rude? I thought I said that nicely.
Nah, you did.
Why are you guys laughing at me?
I'm laughing at Chris, honestly.
Don't mind me, bro. Mary Jane just got me with the giggles.
Chris, you just tell that dog to shut the fuck up. Where's my Michael Vick meme? Oh, it's not right. I don't have it loaded. All right. Ivy Nile with Diamond Mine versus Valentina Feroz. And Ivy is the first female champion of the Titan Games. That's a show on NBC they did, hosted by The Rock. And the affiliation with NBC, the affiliation with Peacock. This woman is getting absolutely pushed to the moon. And an impressive standing vertical suplex with a kip up. She squats Valentina and torture racks her for the tap in 243, adding some extra torque. And this woman is just going to kill bitches in NXT, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can't wait. And Malcolm Bivens talks her up after. Talks up all of Diamond Mine, leaving Roddy for last. Ikemen Jiro interrupts. And then one of the Creed bros talks trash to him, says he ain't got to get ready. If he stays ready, he's always strapped. We got a badass over here. Anyway, Ikemen elbows the shit out of him. And then they have a match. A lot of slams and a basement lariat for the win by Julius Creed. And then they beat down Jiro some more. Kushida tries to make a save after, and he gets his ass kicked too. Poor Kushida. How many times can we say this?
A lot, especially in NXT 2.0. We're gonna be saying it a lot if he stays here.
Shame he didn't get drafted. There's more of this in his future. Moving on, lashing out with Lash Legend.
Ugh.
God.
Oh, you can hear the reaction. The WWE draft next year going to be the Squid Games, and you hear some very forced laughter from the crowd. You're trying to be hip and cool by mentioning things that are in pop culture, but it's just not funny. So then don't do it. Oh, she shouts out Hit Row. She says, forget about it when it comes to having Tony D'Angelo on her show. Later on, we get a Tony D'Angelo vignette. He had a little problems with the Lash Legends producers, said there was a scheduling conflict. That's why he couldn't be on the show. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. The trunk of the car shakes and you hear some muffled screaming. And all the Italians watching at home, they make inarticulate Italian noises. That's my boy, Tony D'Angelo.
Paisan.
And this is definitely going to be Lash and Tony in a couple weeks,
Yo,
right?
I was just gonna say that. Yo, ain't no Bronx Tale happening on this side. I don't know. She don't look like the type of girl that'll open the door for him.
Ass out.
Say that again, Ness.
I put her ass out too.
Oh.
Just like she almost did because she opened the door, but no, she's definitely not opening the door.
Nope.
I would have given LA Knight the talk show. Late night with LA Knight. Oh, very catchy, very nice.
And if WWE steals that shit, let's screenshot that so we could get you your copyright, pal.
Slam and Sammy Bearcat Joshi looks impressive. How are technical skills? Talking about Ivy Nile. This is more of a power.
Yeah,
play.
yeah.
But she didn't look like clunky power. She looked like she could get around a little bit, especially when she was moving around on the mat. So there's definitely like potential there.
We had Kyle O'Reilly and Von Wagner versus Pete Dunne and Rich Holland. Wagner's gear was fucking hideous.
So he's fucking hideous.
Oh man, there it is.
Oh
God, we're horrible. Wagner with the hot tag hits Holland with a butterfly suplex for the clean win. Oh, go! Hey, Rich, get your ass smacked down your bum.
He's been having the shittiest weeks. Like this dude is at one point they took him as like a fucking serious competitor. He was not taking no pins. After a while, they're like, man, fuck this guy. He's going to take this L this week, next week, the following week. Oh, he's going up to SmackDown. He doesn't need any momentum, pal. He's just going to go up there and look like a loser there, too.
Take this out with you, Rich. Take this out with you.
I could imagine the conversation that Pete had with him in the back. He's like, you're fucking pitiful. Get the fuck out of here. Go to Friday nights. Leave me the fuck alone.
Kyle and Von fist bumped after the match. I guess he earned Kyle's trust.
This is big little brother.
Chase University, where Andre Chase is teaching ring awareness, which Odyssey Jones does not have. Some dipshit named Brandon asks, hey, isn't that what you did illegal? Andre says that's something he'd love to talk about if he gave a fuck. He could go with Steve in the dumbass class. Fuck off, Brandon. the Andre Chase vignettes are very nice. I enjoy them. But they're just like, you know what they remind me of is what's his face? Oh man. The guy that was with Ciampa.
Fucking Timothy Thatcher.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He do the same things, just not as funny, but they didn't let him be funny. They
Well,
wanted him to be serious.
yeah.
I prefer this because it's funny.
Yeah. But it does remind me of
Yeah.
that. Duke Hudson versus Grayson Waller. Waller promo says Wilder and Fury know him because he's Golden Gloves champ in Australia. Yeah, I'm sure they know you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Wilder doesn't know what fucking planet he's on right now.
Who the fuck is Grayson Waller?
Waller does a stunner again. That doesn't even end the match. Hudson wins with a handful of tights in a whopping 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Grayson later on. Let me show Hudson here. This is a stupid card gimmick. I forgot. I wasn't here last week.
Gimmick. He's a
What a
fucking
stupid-
metrosexual poker player. That's exactly what he is.
Go to metrosexual.
Yeah, the goofy fucking vest. He didn't even get an entrance. They gave him a whole vignette last week.
That was bad.
Yeah,
Grayson later backstage, macking on some girl in blue. Cameron Grimes steps in. He's impressed. He's impressed that Grayson could do that since he lost his match and all. And then they play on Tinder together. Poor Cameron Grimes. Jeez, being reduced to standing around with this loser.
fucking crazy. He was just alongside a legend in Ted DiBiase.
Weeks later.
Which you know, it served its purpose, but now it's just like you don't remember any of that shit happening whatsoever.
They made him chase the $1 million championship to take it away from him.
To then hang out with Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller and discover Tinder for the first time. This motherfucker was trading on Robinhood, but he don't know what Tinder is. Yeah, okay, pal.
Right? Yeah, like and he's a fucking millionaire. You know, kayfabe wise, he don't need no goddamn Tinder. He just go pick up some prostitutes. It's so much easier.
This is NX3 Dark.
You know what? Like, I'm tired of the old guard of the old NXT just, stepping aside for these new bums. Like, you know what I want to see? I want to see the old NXT versus the new NXT. I want to see some faction wars. I want to see, Cameron Grimes, Kushida, Kyle O'Reilly, Io Shirai. I want to see them beat the shit out of all these new fuckos. That's what I want to see. Write that in the story.
Honestly, the only storyline that they have going this far, and they're like putting time in, is Braun Breaker and Tommaso Ciampa. That's that's literally the only thing that they got going that is along those lines. And they're kind of slow building that, but yeah, outside of that, now it's you guys are the new guys, so here you go. Here's all your momentum. Fuck the old guys' momentum. I don't need that shit. Everybody already knows them. They fucked up. They lost to AEW. So you guys got all the momentum now.
Who the fuck is Johnny Gargano, pal?
Man.
Bearcat Joe wants more Pete impressions, Chris. That was fun.
The baddest man in NXT.
Are you mad?
Are you mad?
Frantic World, did you guys hear that Bryan Danielson is going to face Minoru Suzuki on the AEW Rampage buy-in on YouTube Friday?
This is how exciting NXT 2.0 is.
Yeah, we get an early plug for Friday Night Warriors.
Damn right.
Yeah.
We'll be there. Of course we'll be there.
Yeah. Everybody will be on at 9 o'clock and not 8 per usual.
You fuckers better be on there at 8.
No, I'll be on there at 8.
We'll see. I might not even pop in at all.
Friday Night Warriors this Friday. It's a real fucking war this time because they're going head to head. And you're going to have to dual screen it, YouTube versus FS1. I got to find where that is. And then Rampage on TNT. What a night. 9 o'clock. 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 9 o' It's gonna be crazy. Friday Night Warriors. Don't miss it. Any ideas as to who will be in War Games? I need to start setting up for that soon.
Yeah.
Bruh, who fucking knows, man? Like
Hey,
they
maybe
don't.
my idea. How about
Yeah,
that? Let's do that. Come
but
on.
honestly, out of the newer guys, I don't see anybody like who Diamond Mine per
Yeah,
se. Like that's like the only quote unquote faction right now. I mean, they could
Legado.
just well, they can always like throw people together, but I think I wouldn't mind seeing a Diamond Mine. The Creed brothers, they're fucking beasts. Roddy's there. Maybe we can get some get some work out of the Suzuki dude because all he does is stand around with his arms fucking folded. Maybe he can actually do something in a match for once. But who the hell knows, man?
You know,
I want my idea to happen, like a team of Ciampa, Dunn, Kyle O'Reilly. Who else do we got? I don't know.
speaking of that, I would like to see if a War Games did happen under that circumstance, Diamond Mine versus like DIY, if they were like to come back together for basically one night only, and Kyle O'Reilly, of course, and maybe Kushida. I think that'd be nice. Nice little War Games.
Yeah,
You could pull it off. The old vets, get rallying the troops and shit.
fuck these kids.
Yeah. Braun, who? He wants to take my title? All right, he's champ, but let's do the War Games anyway.
And we'll end with this: Indy Hartwell and Persia Perota, or however you fuck you say your name, versus Amari Miller and Saray. Poor Saray. My, how
Poor
she has
Saray.
fallen.
Holy shit.
You know what I liked here? Beth Phoenix on commentary, not shy, mentioning the fans have wanted to see more time for the women in the Queen's Crown tournaments. She's got that edge, armor all over her, power up. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say to me? What are you gonna say to me? What, you gonna fire
Unfucking
me?
touchable. Untouchable Betty. That's what I'm gonna start calling her. Teflon Betty. There we go.
There you go. Indy wins with a pretty savage elbow drop in a whopping 2 minutes 26 seconds after
All that. They're like, oh yeah. More time for the women. More time
wrap
for the
this up.
women.
Wrap this up.
Go home, pal.
The bell rings. Go home. Go home.
There you go.
Indy took the mic and said it was time for them to go after the tag titles, which brings out Io and Zoe. And Io doing her shit. She doesn't like anyone. Gigi and JC, they walk out, so they mock Shirai. A brawl happens. Io and Zoe stand tall at the end after clearing everyone out from the ring. And I'm just sitting here. The only thought going through my head is like, let Io drop this freaking title at Halloween Havoc and get her out of here. Out. Get her out. She doesn't belong here anymore. What is she doing?
She doesn't. I wouldn't even mind seeing Zoe Stark on our main roster. I wouldn't bring them both up as a tag team. Send one to SmackDown, preferably Io, and send Zoe Starks to Raw. Let her get her feet wet on the main roster. I think they can definitely use some new faces up there as far as their women's division. But what's the point when they're getting fucking a minute and a half, 2-minute matches? Like they gotta give some more respect to these ladies, especially when they're having a full fucking tournament. The crown, I guess a queen's crown. I don't know what the fuck is where that's going to lead to, but literally, these matches have been the equivalent of what was it? Last Dynamite, and I'm only using AEW as an example because the one match between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida went longer than the whole first fucking round of this whole tournament. How does one match beat out a whole first round of a tournament? One match is like a minute and 33 seconds. Another match is like 2:16. Another one's like a minute and 45 seconds. Like that's come on. Like why are you guys even
This has been
going out of your way?
Has been a thing not just for the women, really. Like a lot of these matches I've seen on Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
Well, this
they don't
NXT,
care about the wrestling anymore. They'll give you one match if you're lucky. If you're lucky, you'll get one. Everything else is just keep it under 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. That's it. They want to sports entertain you.
but it's not
Trash.
entertaining.
Trash. Shove it. I don't want it anymore.
Romeo, did you watch that FTR match on Elevation? No, not yet. It's on my agenda. You guys are really talking it up, so I need to check it out. Maybe tomorrow I'll check it out. Was the match really 2 minutes? Yeah, 2 minutes, 26 seconds.
You know
All
it
right,
was going to be good because they put fucking Swerve with Amari Miller. Like you got somebody that was like possibly could have been a NXT women's title contender, and you just put her with a fucking jabroni. So
I was
crazy.
I was like, I seen Saray, right? And I'm like, oh, all right, they put her in a tag team with somebody. Let's see who they put her with. Who the fuck is this? Amari Miller. Well, that's about it, pal. And wrap it up. Sorry, Saray.
By the way, Slam and Sammy, thank you for that super chat. We appreciate that. 1 week with a promo. Oh man, I didn't even count how many squashes. I should have wrote that down.
I think
Pretty
it
much
was
every
Whole
2 and
damn
3.
show, yeah.
2:30 finishes. Match of the night: Santos Swerve, unanimous.
Yep.
Absolutely. MVP, I will give to Carmelo Hayes. Ness?
You know what? I'll give it to Carmelo Hayes because he's the sole champion and ain't got to share that shit with fucking Trick. So yeah, I'll give it to Carmelo.
Chris?
I'll give it to Carmelo and Ivy now because I think she had a good debut.
Maybe. Jabroni of the night for me. Hit row.
Oh man.
Getting abducted. Yeah, that's the easy jabroni of the night before the show even starts. And Legado del Fantasma. Wow, look at this. It's a family jabronis. Legado had a sure thing. They eliminated Hit Row, and the motherfucker still lost.
Man, that's crazy.
Uh,
Damn. I gotta throw that in there. That'll be my honorable mention.
who's your
Legado
jabroni?
del Fantasma. But my main jabroni, I gotta go with Gigi Dolan. She wore regular pants tonight. I'm not feeling that at all.
She shopped in
Where-
the Jeff Hardy section.
where's-
Of Hot
yeah.
Topic.
Where's
After what
the
she wore last week?
man? I'm like, yeah, we getting Toxic Attraction. Then they come out and she's got these fucking, gothic skater pants on. And I'm like, what the hell? That doesn't do anything for me at all.
Chris, who's your jabroni?
Well, jabronis are definitely Hit Row, right? Because they got abducted. But then speaking of abduction, the other jabroni is the guy in Tony's trunk. Produce this, asshole. Throw him over to Hudson.
Write
That's
this
it.
down. Hit Row and Lash's producer. I didn't
Yep.
think I was going to write that down. All right, we'll put our thumbs out. And in 3, 2, 1, it'll be thumbs up, thumbs down for NXT this week. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in the middle, unanimous from everyone. For me, too much stuff to yet again into a 2-hour program. The matches aren't entertaining because they are over in the blink of an eye. Too much talking. You talk too much. And trying to sports entertain and get 100 gimmicks over at once. The ending is the only thing that prevented this from being a thumbs down. You guys agree with that? Anything else you want to add or rant about?
I'll say they're on their way as far as pretty much I echo everything you said. The only thing that's really fucked up about this show is the fact that they just keep throwing all these matches out there and they're trying to get all these new people on the air, and a lot of them still need some work, clearly, but just because you got all these people, you want to get everybody integrated, involved in the show, don't mean you got to give them like, all right, you get a 3-minute match, you get a 2-minute match. You can go out there, you get a squash, they get a squash. Like, no, that's preventing the show for getting a thumbs up. A thumbs in the middle from all of us. It's a huge step. It's a huge step because at one point these guys weren't even giving thumbs in the middle.
No.
It was just thumbs down. So we're here for watch wrestling. Like, we're not here to watch fucking talk shows. We're not here to see squash matches for green talent beating up other greener talent. We're here to watch people, two decent, the best matches on the show. The main event and Joe Gacy versus Tommaso Ciampa. Like, all right, you guys, that alone gives you a thumbs in the middle. That's where you go to start. Everything else after that, it's supposed to move my thumb up. They didn't move it at all. So yeah, let's work on that.
Any last thoughts, Chris? You agree?
Yeah, I mean, I think the show had a little bit more bad than good, but the main event and the aftermath definitely saved it. So thumbs in the middle, room for improvement, but they're getting better.
Checking what the True Heels thought in the chat, in the YouTube chat. 45% thumbs up, 36% thumbs down, 18% thumbs in the middle. So a thumbs up for the True Heels watching, but our thumbs in the middles is gonna overcome that. NX3 gets a thumbs in the middle, which means they are 0 thumbs ups, 1 thumbs down, and 4 thumbs in the middles through 5 weeks of the new NXT 2.0. Prediction time. Let me throw up these records, which are really bad for me. I probably shouldn't even. 5 and 6, 5. We're all bad, really. I shouldn't feel too bad.
Holy shit, we're like the NL East.
The new NXT has us stumbled, Ciampa and Steiner. I'm going to call him Steiner versus GYV next week. I'm going to go with Ciampa and Steiner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unanimous. And Odyssey Jones versus Andre Chase. I'm going Odyssey.
Yep.
Shit, I don't even know because the last time I thought Odyssey Jones is going over the lost. But yeah, I'll go, yeah, Odyssey Jones, yeah.
Unanimous. All right, let's say our goodbyes. Any final comments here? That is so sad, Frantic World. The women need more than 2 minutes.
I don't. Oh, you mean for the women's wrestling? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, damn.
What are we doing? I mean, Drew and Lashley went from losing to Ricochet to WWE champions.
That's true.
GG might be wearing pants to hide the tampons.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
Do you guys think NXT got more 62-year-old people watching the show tonight? Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, I see. I think a lot of 62-year-old people were watching their eyelids in the show tonight.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense now. Why these matches are like 2-3 minutes? Because they're like,
Fucking
all
old people
right,
falling asleep.
yeah. They're like, we gotta
Gotta
we
keep
gotta
'em
stick
up.
to our demographic.
And Anthony Manzano asking Chris, when do you guys expect Safa Fatu debuting on NXT, and how would you guys book his debut if Vince came to you guys if you were working in creative? Now this is the Usos' little brother, right?
Yeah. So like, I like his whole like the problem gimmick. I mean, he's basically the problem child of the. I don't know.
Wait a second. He's worse behavior than the Usos.
I mean, he got a more gangster look than both of them, and they look kind of gangster themselves. So, I mean, I'll give him a chance. I'll just let him be a Samoan killer. You know what I mean? Let him do what he got to do.
Have you seen him wrestle?
No,
If
but he can't be
it's
that
who I
bad.
think I have, if this is who I think this is, and I think I might have seen him, he's pretty decent. He's really good. He's good. I wouldn't even put him
They
in.
come out the womb wrestling.
Yeah, it's in their blood, literally. I honestly, me personally, I wouldn't even put him in NXT. I would just hot shot him to the main roster, like
Put him with the
inject.
bloodline.
Yeah, because
So all you gotta do is acknowledge him, kid.
honestly, as great as that storyline is, like it could easily be, get stale.
Well, if he's the problem child you guys are saying, then you probably wouldn't acknowledge him.
You gonna have to beat
fuck
my
that guy.
ass, Usos.
Well, yeah, it's like I mean, he kicked Jay's ass, and then made Jimmy acknowledge him. So fuck them both up. Like, oh yeah, you and your little brothers better fall in line.
NXT could use a Samoan like that. Let him stick around a little. Help us out, jeez. Give us something. Chris, where can everyone find you? What you got going on?
Well, you can find me at True Hill Chris G. You can find me right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Of course, NX3 every Tuesday night with these two fine gentlemen right here. And then every Thursday, Blunt Impact Live with the good brother Ness, where we cover Impact Wrestling. We go live around 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might hop on the Friday Night Warriors. We'll see. I would like to watch that match, so we'll see what happens that day. And then we also just dropped the Impact Knockout Knockdown Roundtable review, me and Ness and Mary Jane. So you can watch that. And if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you should subscribe to the Patreon because me and SP3 just dropped the Heels review. Uh, Only exclusively on Patreon. We reviewed every episode of Heels, 1 through 8, the whole season. We
Nice.
fucking loved it. We're waiting for season 2, hopefully. And when season 2 drops, we'll get creative. We'll see what happens. So get on that Patreon, people.
See, this is what I mean when I didn't watch that FTR match. I got stuff to. I gotta catch up on Heels, man. I got so much shit to watch. I'm not even started on the G1. Are you kidding me? Were we also
Oh my
covering
God.
that on the Patreon? Check that out.
Yeah.
Ness, where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. One half of Fusion of Honor, where my man is Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Every Thursday, Blood Impact 10:15. Myself, Chris G. As he just said, we just dropped the Impact Wrestling Knockouts, Knockdown Roundtable review. A great show. An even better review. Cheap plug. And again, you can always catch us every Tuesday, 10:15. Myself, Chris G, Romeo Anthony Cologne, where we review NXT 2.0 right here on NX3. I will be on Friday Night Warriors from the start. I'm not gonna leave my good brother Romeo Anthony Cologne hanging like I've done so many times the past couple
Hey man,
weeks.
we gotta watch some 2-minute women's matches, man. Come on,
Oh man, I thought it's crazy.
Sounds fun.
It used to be
You're
like
telling me.
that used to just be a Monday Night Raw thing, and then it was like, all right, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Now it's like all across the board on every platform. I think the only time that they give women time is on 205 Live, which ironically they got women on 205 Live now. So that was never a thing before. They even got guys that are like 305 on 205 Live. So it's just like,
Yeah, for real.
it's oh boy.
You guys want to hear a funny joke?
Sure.
The woman's evolution.
Oh,
Remember that?
Man. The women's de-evolution, because it just went downhill.
Frantic World, where's Samoa Joe? Fuck if I know.
Oh, you mean the
Remember
guy
that
that got
guy?
injured? Yeah, the guy that got injured and they never said what happened to him.
oh shit. I forgot he was still employed.
Lance Anoa'i and Jacob Fatu are both good. Not sure if they have other family running about in the Indies.
I would love
Yeah.
to see Fatu in the bloodline, but
Oh man,
Nah, he's
He's
not. Nah, he's not acknowledging shit. Jacob Fatu is not acknowledging Roman whatsoever.
no.
you can follow me, True Hill Romeo, on Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel. Check out my rated Raw Superstars review. These tournaments suck. Drunk guy was out of commission, but I carried the load for this episode. True Rewind number 59, the measuring stick. Kevin Nash debuts. That just dropped today. Check that out. We got a Dark Side of the Ring review, The Many Faces of Luna Vachon. That'll drop on Friday. And the following will be on the Patreon. We'll have a GCW Mox versus Gage watch along. Check that out.
Yeah.
As well as our Wilder Fury 3 reactions. We are dropping all kinds of mixed content here on the True Hill Heat Patreon. Definitely check that out. Hey, stuff we can't put on YouTube, we put on the Patreon. So definitely join. $3 a month gets you in the door. That's all. Thanks for supporting us.
I like how you said we're dropping all types of stuff, and then you got Deontay Wilder on the ground after his guys just got knocked the fuck out.
I need to see those reactions.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on NX3. For Chris G, for Ness, for Mary Jane, I am Romeo. We will see you next time.
You see this fucking fur on my jacket? I fucking killed it and I ate it and I put the fur